Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard. A shot by Paul, nobody around. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. And here's Morris for three. That shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker finds Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Kicks it out to Leonard. A shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Here's Leonard after Mikal Bridges' bucket. And Leonard gets it to go.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Paul kicks to Booker. Off target from three-point range.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the middle. Here's Ayton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Ball against Paul. And here's George for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 3. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, look, here's what the Clippers head coach had to say earlier. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. The pass to Ayton. Booker, right side. Let's go. Off the left rim and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Wall. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Johnson outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Paul dishes to Ayton. For 3, Booker gets it to go from beyond the arc. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive play.
And the dunk by Booker.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
All with it, now guarded by Booker. Pass to Morris. Now the feed to Wall. Outside Leonard, 6 to shoot. Here's Morris, shoots over Johnson. Morris with the bucket.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Paul outside. On the wing, Bridges. Leonard with the steal. Johnson against Morris. And here's George for three. The shot, no good. Here's Booker. So at the end of 1 quarter to play, still a close game. Suns.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Bridges finds Paul. Johnson outside. Fires the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Over to the wing. Out to Morris. Here's the three. Hands it from downtown. Morris has got 5.
And the one thing about Moore, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Buries it from three-point range. Johnson's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Suns. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Left side, George. Morris inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Zubats. 5 on the clock. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
The assist.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now here's Paul. On the wing, Johnson. Kicks it out to Paul. On the wing, Booker. There's the triple. The putback. It's good on the putback. Ayton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Takes it out to Leonard. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank great, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Now here's Leonard. And here's George for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game. Paul looking around. Booker outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. With the guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Here's Leonard, outside for George. Plays it up and banks it in. George has got 8 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Guys, what a wild first first half this has been.
A while back and forth start, that's for sure.
On the wing, George, covered by Johnson. And here's Morris for three. Bridges with the steal. Booker against George. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Stolen by Zubac. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Johnson outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
It's been all about Cameron. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Suns, 26. The Clippers, 26.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Kennard is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Sun shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Kicks it out to Covington. Passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
He's explosive off 1 foot, 2 feet. Norman Powell is just an incredible athlete.
And with Batum, his versatility, he has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Now here's Crowder, 4 on the shot clock. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Jay Crowder, he's very compact, strong build, can be a load to defend.
The Suns shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Jackson looking around. Right side, Covington. And the pass to Kennard. They double him with Saric. Launches a 3. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Kennard.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
To the paint, Covington with the steal. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. Kennard kicks to Batum for the lead. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Reliable shooting for Batum at the arc. Having offensive options you can count on is so important.
Crowder the screen to the inside. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Kennard. The shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it. From outside the arc. Biyombo, the pass to Crowder. Back to Biyombo. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Knocks it loose. Crowder with the steal. And it's blocked.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Saric grabs the board.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And slam dunk by Saric.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Lee with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Sharge has got the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And Batum kicks to Jackson. It's Powell on the wing. Lee with the steal. Inside. That's tipped. Pass to Biyombo. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Shoots the three. Lee, that's good. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Jackson passes to Powell. Feeds it to Batum. Shoots over Biyombo. 6 on the shot clock. Powell. Takes it out to Covington. Here's Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix leading by 3. Crowder finds Biyombo. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Crowder inside. Kennard covering. Here's Sharge.
On defense, Robert Covington uses his size and athleticism very well.
Batum dishes to Jackson. Lee with the steal. Here's Sharge, and slam dunk by Sharge.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Now, here's Kennard. Crowder with the steal. Lee against Jackson. Lee passes to Sharge. One-on-one here. Batum wide open. He fired. That one's off. Still out of sync. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead, leading by 5. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Leonard following the basket by Chris Paul. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Leonard.
A guy who's made only 25% on threes in college, Kawhi's range has increased as much as anyone.
Johnson, good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Wall. Outside, George. That one, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
And here are the Suns now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Johnson can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Leonard has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
The three-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
Here's Paul. Paul with the steal. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Now here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. And Booker is good for 3. And the Suns lead by 3. Ball taking his time here. Nobody near Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Shot by Johnson, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Wall passes to Morris. Over in the corner, Zubats. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside for George. Morris dishes to George. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges outside. And it's good off the back rim and in. That's 7 points for Mikal Bridges.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Paul after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Johnson. A 3-ball. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Now the dish to Paul. Into the lane. Good. And it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's Paul. Johnson right side. Paul right side. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers trail by 5. Outside, Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And how about the conviction to his craft? Wall has trust that his ability will shine through in big moments.
Now here's Paul. Going inside. Booker the pass to Johnson. And Booker kicks to Johnson. From deep 3-point range. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Trying to break it. Oh!
No, he didn't.
Assist
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Paul dishes to Booker. Booker draws the double. Johnson kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Johnson. At the top of the key, Bridges with the shot. Rebound by John Wall. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And the basket, the coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can... previous plays to the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow
stands.
And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son, you dance team.
7 seconds left in the game. Takes it out to Leonard. And they tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Zubac passes to George. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Outside Morant to the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Now Los Angeles with it. About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 5.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's Brooks. Jackson on the wing. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Here's Wall into the lane. And the big finish by Wall.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Morant. Morant with the slam!
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Wall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And that one's good. Morant.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
And the big finish by Wall.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Pass to George. Back to Wall. Morris outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Adams with a screen on George. Morant, the pass to Adams. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Morant, pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Bain against George. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. Wall against Morant. Morris down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, Brooks with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Bain, no good. The Clippers in the lead. George outside. Now here's Leonard. George outside. Up and over Brooks. They get it back.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
And so it's John Wall making highlights for Los Angeles. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
14 fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers, Houston.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court for Memphis, Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in its center. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Fires from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. It's rebounded by Morris.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's Wall. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
Wall against Morant. Up top, Morris. Left side Wall. Out to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Uncovered. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Leonard's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the three-pointer goes.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's George. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Here's Bain. Soft touch off the glass.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
For three, George drills it from deep. George has got 8, and the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Greg.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Morant, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
To the left side wing. Zubac passes to Morris. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of this one. George against Morant. And there's the drive. Morant with the slam!
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. The Clippers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Jones against Jackson. Conchar can't hit. Batum outside. With 2 seconds left. And a pretty tightly contested game here. Appreciate it, Allie.
Your Clippers, 32. The Grizzlies, 28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Luke Kennard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Following the score by the Clippers. Jones from outside. The shot comes out. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Outside Covington. Back to Kennard. From downtown. And the jam by Covington.
Kennard making a good read that time, and he's an underrated playmaker.
Outside Jones. They set the pick. Pass to Aldama. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Jackson can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. To the paint. Here's Conchar. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Batum. Kicks it out to Kennard. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Great sign for the offense when Kennard can start to handle the ball and make plays like that.
Jones against Jackson. Here's Conchar. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Jackson, pass to Kennard. Outside Covington. Jackson outside. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Kennard. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jones, the pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Jackson. Up top, Kennard. From the arc. Aldama grabs the board.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Williams misses. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Jones from outside. And they'll get another chance. Launches it. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Pass to Conchar. 1:09 left to play in the third quarter. No good. Here's Kennard. Three-pointer off the mark.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Out to Covington. Pass to Batum. Back to Covington. Good D by Clark. The Grizzlies have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Covington. 3 on 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Jones misses. Kennard with it. He has 6. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Clark. And so it's Los Angeles. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Pass to Morris. Morris on the wing. Back to Zubats. Wall with it. Pounded by Moran. And the big finish by Wall.
Fantastic night for Wall. Looks like the guy who tore up the league when he first arrived.
Adams with a screen on George. Moran. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
George for 3. The shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Bain. Here he goes. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Paul George. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Morris, the screen on Moran. Wall, the pass to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. 6 to shoot. Back to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. They set a pick. Outside Bane. There's the triple. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Gets the 3-ball to go. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Here's Morant driving inside. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Leonard attacking. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
And Leonard drops them both. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. George against Morant. Down low. Knocks it loose. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Wall, the pass to Morris. Back to Wall. George outside. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes.
The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Fires high post. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. .152 left in the final quarter. Morant against George. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Let's go with a 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. On the take, and the dunk by Leonard.
There's so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
And he's going for the lob, and the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Ball against Morant. Out to Leonard. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Morris outside. Takes a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Clippers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for John Wall.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Morant against George. Pass to Leonard. And he lobs it up top. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. George against Morant. So no problem for the Clippers as they get... Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
And here is Paul. Passes it to Ayton. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks kicks to Bain. Shot left block. Phoenix grabs the miss. Paul right side. Here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And he's just bullying his way around the paint. Ayton with those broad shoulders and that great strength. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Now Paul. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Paul's got 5 now.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Morant with it. And
Yes! Man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere and distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Bain, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul. Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round of 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
And Ayton throws it down.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Johnson, a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Morant, and the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Lets it go with the three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Bain passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Down low. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Morant. And a wide open look for Bain. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Ball against Morant. A floater. And the rejection by Jackson. Bain drives in. It's Brooks on the wing. Morant outside. Jackson with it. Shoots over Johnson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies. Suns trail by 3. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Morant against Paul. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Paul looking around. Booker outside. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Booker.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Morant passes to Jackson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they got to bring the double team on.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
against Morant. Jackson. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Booker dishes to Johnson. To the middle, stolen by Brooks. Payne for three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Johnson outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Payne looking around. To the paint. Lets it fly. Shot clock at 5. Back to Adams. From down in the low post. It goes. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
The drive by Paul. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 3. Paul's got his 8th assist in the game. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a half-a-bucket strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Now here's Booker after the miss from Desmond Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. No coverage that time.
A 6-point.
Bridges has got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Morant against Paul. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And he set that dunk up brilliantly with the kickback pass.
That is a great decision on the break. That's not a pass that every player would see.
Now, here's Bain. He's got 8. Here's Jackson. They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. For 3, Bridges knocks down the 3 ball. Bridges has got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Adams' shot is off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
7-1 wingspan, Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
Adams sets the pick for Bain. And Adams kicks to Brooks. And Adams with the slam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. All up top, guarded by Morant. Paul passes to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got 6.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
And Adams with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Johnson for 3. And that one is off.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Grizzlies.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Get ready for the double.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Jake Crowder out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Lee in at the 2 guard spot. It's outside. Here's Adams. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 8. Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Out to Lee. Three-pointer. It's the three-point bomb. Lee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. No good. Good D by Lee.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Shamet. For the three. Second chance shot. The pass to Crowder. And another shot. Back to Shamet. 5 to shoot. Charge has the open look. From outside, off the mark.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And talking about Dario Saric, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win. And his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
No good from Clark. Got a piece of it. Suns leading by 11. From deep. Phoenix, no good that time either. Outside Williams. To the inside. Pass to Conchar. And that one is hammered home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Aldama can't hit. Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Shamet kicks to Crowder. From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Jones dishes to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Shamet. There's 1:38 left here in the third quarter. Here's Crowder. And that one hits back iron.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Clark inside. Covered by Saric. That's in, and the Suns lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Clark. 1:10 left to play in the third. Shamet the pass to Landale. Back to Shamet. Here's Saric. The three-pointer no good. Grizzlies shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Now here's Lee. D right on him. Pass to Landale. Out to Saric. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Conchar. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones looking for an opening. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Phoenix, no good that time either. Williams for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9 as the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Paul. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by 9.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
Morant passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And this game has been all Adams. He's getting to his spots and capitalizing with ease right now.
Bridges, right side. Booker in the corner. Bridges against Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayton. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Brooks finds Bain. No good with the triple. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Booker against Bain, and the dunk by Booker.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
Morant with it, now guarded by Booker. Bain for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Kicks it out to Booker. From deep three-point range, the Grizzlies pull it in. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks feeling it out a bit, and he drives in.
And the quickness of Brooks' drive can be overwhelming. First inside before the D can react.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Johnson outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 8.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Bridges outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Brooks finds Jackson. Here's Adams. Johnson with the defensive effort. Phoenix leading by 8. Ball passes to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From deep, Johnson. John Morant grabs the rebound. Morant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ayton for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker, good.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Morant looking around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Paul. Back to Johnson. Paul outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Pocket 4. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Suns.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Chris Paul.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. He's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Paul. The dish to Johnson. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off. Shoots from the line, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A solid win out.
Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
He does not get the second one.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
George outside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Now here's Paul. From deep, Johnson hits the trifecta.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Leonard way outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. George passes to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. And Ayton pulls it down.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Morris. George outside. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Inside, here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Shot by Leonard, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Down low. Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker, up and in.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Outside Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Morris passes to George. Back to Morris. Now here's Leonard. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Now George. Rebounded by Johnson. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. To the paint. Here's Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
How about the power from DeAndre Ayton on that finish right through the contact?
Knocked away. Morris with it. Now guarded by Booker. Stolen by Bridges. From down in the low post, it goes. Aiden's got his second basket.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Paul with it. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
Paul hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
George outside. It could go. No good on the buzzer beater. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team. Please welcome to the floor.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Outside Johnson. And the 3 off target. The Clippers trail. George outside. The kick out to Morris. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. Outside Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Let's remember, John Wall has long arms and he's a great athlete. Makes him a terrific finisher at the cup.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, George.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extreme.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Now here's Paul. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Morris. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Paul. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Now here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. The 3. The rebound by Bridges. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Over the last few years, we've seen the... Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
George against Booker. George passes to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Well, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Outside Booker takes the 3. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Pass to Booker. Johnson a screen on George. Outside Paul. Back to Johnson. Lots of room. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Johnson's got 5 now.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
George. Morris outside. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
There's the block. And stolen by Booker. Outside Paul. Lets the 3 fly. Ayton finds Bridges. It's Bridges on the wing. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Ayton. To the middle. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Leonard against Bridges. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Suns have got 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly, puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
Kicks it to George. And stolen by Booker. Morris against Johnson. Oh, a special move before that shot. And now a 4-point Suns lead.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
George passes to Leonard. Off target with the 3.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And stolen by Booker. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been...
Your Clippers, 25. The Suns, 29.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime. He has the ability to answer right back.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington, and it's Kennard in at the 3. That's the group starring the second half for Ty Lue. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Crowder against Kennard. Saric down low. Shot clock at 5. Shamet, no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's Covington. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. From deep. Phoenix no good that time either.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
So it's the Clippers now, coming off a Suns make. Here's Covington. It's hauled in by Landale. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Shamet, no good. Oh, deflected. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Suns lead by 6.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And the Suns making a change here. Craig's checked in. Well, the Clippers shooting the rock well at 46%. Jackson left side. Kennard outside. Out to Powell. Back to Kennard. Off target at the rim.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Pass to Landale. Here's Shamet from deep. Batum pulls it in.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Kennard finds Jackson. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ball against Wall. 6 to shoot. Got a hand on it. Leonard on the wing. Out to the right wing. Zubac passes to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third. He was all alone on that one. Leonard's got 11 points.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Ball against Paul. Out to Bridges. Pass to Johnson. The three from Ayton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's George. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Good on the second one. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
Now here's Leonard. 11 points in the game. Zubac's shot is off. The Suns leading. Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. The three. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got 4 rebounds now. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
John Wall, of course, the #1 pick back in 2010. Game is largely predicated on speed, the ability to get downhill, but boy, he has added strength to that incredibly long frame. He has been a force to be reckoned with.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Time for defense. Come on now.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. George outside. From the arc. Hits a three-pointer. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can see how much John Wall wants to keep his teammates engaged. Puts the pass exactly where it needs to be.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. George against Booker. George passes to Wall. The layup off target.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And so it's Phoenix closing out this quarter with us. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so, in the game for Phoenix, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker.
Oh my goodness! That was nice!
A ridiculous slam!
Look at the lift and the finish. retreated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. Wall, the pass to George. And the jam by George.
Well, Paul George, simply stated, is playing at a high level, getting to his spots and riding this wave of scoring.
Wall against Paul. Right side Booker. Driving to the basket, and they get it back. Rebound by the Clippers. Wall, the pass to George. Leonard outside. The kick out to Morris. Back to Leonard. And stolen by Booker. Paul finds Johnson. Back to Paul. This one for 3. Suns keep it alive. Johnson with a bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's George. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Pass to Booker. The kick out to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Booker, the pass to Aiden. Shoots over Zubats. Aiden, no good. The Clippers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. And here's Leonard. He's guarded by Bridges. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Outside Paul. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Johnson passes to Aiden. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
Pass to George. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Back to Paul. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Ooh, Morris with a steal. To the inside, Leonard. That one's good. This game is all even. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Here's Paul. Ayton passes to Paul. And here's Johnson. Wall comes to help. Just 4 to shoot. Booker finds Bridges. Three-pointer, no good for Los Angeles. They've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. George with it, now guarded by Booker. The kick out to Morris. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 3.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying the key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Johnson. Hits the J after faking out the D with a quick up fake.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
George outside. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Outside Johnson. And there's the rejection. And it's the Clippers on the break. And stolen by Paul.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, nice shot by Morris.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
From deep, Johnson. He can't hit that time. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the Weissman.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. It's Morant in the corner. Here's Adams, a second chance effort. Outside Jackson. Back to Bain. And that one is stuffed right through.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often. We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Another level indeed. For Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The 3 from Morant. Wall grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Wall. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly 3rd option for LA.
Now here's Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. It's stolen by Morris. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
He is a monster in transition. Wall operates in the open court at an elite level. I'm not sure there's anyone who finishes better on the break.
The Grizzlies with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks outside. Passes it to Jackson. The shot comes out, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
George against Morant. Inside, stolen by George. And here is Zubac. Morris passes to Zubac. It's hauled in by Adams. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Down low, looking to end the run.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bang, getting off the ground with ease.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. And guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. Now Morant. Paul George missing from long range, and Jackson gets it to go.
Right there on that play, Jackson showed the nice touch and his ability to finish around the rim.
George up top. The kick out to Wall. And here's Leonard from 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant with it. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside, George to the right side. Here's Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He doesn't get the second one.
And you got to respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to give his all.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies lead by 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. To the middle. And there's the pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Right wing. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is. The sheer power at 220, maybe 230 to take the hit and complete the play. Dillon Brooks.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Dillon Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Pass to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Ball against Morant. Nobody near Leonard. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Oh, Morris in position, and Morris throws it down.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Morant passes to Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's Wall with the drive. Outside, George. Elbow shot is on the way. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got 4 this quarter.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
Morant against Wall.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
George dishes to Morris. Back to George. George double team to the paint. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Now here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George with no one around. Drills it from outside. George has got 9. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
I mean, one of the hardest workers in the league. Adams has done a great job of refining his offensive skill set.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Wall's shot is off. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Outside, Bain. Out to Brooks. Back to Bain. Pass to Morant. Second chance shot. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And it's Leonard missing. The Grizzlies have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Crafty scorer off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
Outside Leonard. At the elbow, it's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
The three from Morant. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, Dave, thank you. And
The Grizzlies, 22. The Clippers, 22.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Jones. Brandon Clark is out there with Williams. And it's Conchar in at the 2. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Williams passes to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. Jones looking for an opening. And it's Clark in the corner. Inside. Kicks it out to Jones. Passes to Conchar. To the inside. Here's Aldama. Out left to the wing. Clark with a wide open look. They get it again. And that one is good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jackson kicks to Powell. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Conchar, the pass to Aldama. Another shot. There's the pass to Conchar. Covington with the steal. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Williams against Kennard. And it's denied.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
First team foul.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Pass to Powell. On the wing, Batum. Outside for Jackson. Tries the spin move. Pass to Powell. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. And it's off the back rim. No good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down. He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Kennard, the pass to Powell. And it's Memphis on the break. Williams with a clean look. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Clippers trail. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Covington. From downtown. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. So Memphis ends up going with the new group for the Clippers. Grizzlies on defense. Wall passes to Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Morris has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. George against Morant. Here's Bain. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Great footwork from Bain, finding his opening.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Leonard from 3. Morris takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now here's Morant. With 4 seconds on the clock. And the rejection by Zubac. That one's not going to go. It's a tie game in Memphis. And right after this, and it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. The kick out to Wall. Hits it from 3-point range.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Look at that.
Nice. A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Out to Morris. The 3. Here's Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. With the drive, and he elevates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Bain sets the screen for Morant. And Finished off by Morant.
Love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant, a reliable finisher.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Morant against George. Morant with the bucket.
Challenging the heart of the defense. John Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Wall looking it over. Out to Morris. Brooks against Leonard. Outside, Wall. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. George with the bucket.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Grizzlies have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter cast, or anything more than that. George against Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson against Morris. Brooks outside. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. And then Morant slams it in.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Leonard the pass to Morris. Outside for George. Morris trying to free himself up. That's good for George on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 4 assists in the game. Morant outside. Outside, Payne. Memphis moving it around. Got a piece of it. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Passes it to Zubac. Wall kicks to Morris. Pocket 6. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the game in the balance, PG is a good bet to deliver.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Now here's Morant for 3. A shot that time, not on target. And the Clippers will come the other way. Wall passes to Zubac. He kicks it to George. Back to Zubac. Out to Morris. Over Jackson. Morris, no good.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Payne, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. Morris dishes to Leonard. Now the pass to Wall. On deep. No good there. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. A narrow win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with, and looking at how these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. To the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. And Ayton gets it to go.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Now here's Morant. Launches a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Booker. Jacks up a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Outside Morant. Shot to stop the run. Morant with the slam.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Now here's Paul. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
Morant, the pass to Bade. Going inside. Here's Adams. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you, but they're going to keep missing layups.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on his pump fake.
That one misses.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
John Morant, 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Booker. Beyond the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker. But man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of foul.
Second team foul.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Bade lays it up and banks it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. Now Paul. Three shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
This Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Jackson with a screen on Paul. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Bain. Outside for Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson for 3. And he buries his first look.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Ball against Morant. Shakes him. Ball passes to Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Adams with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Adams. And the layup falls.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Suns leading. And here's Paul. He's got 6. Outside Booker. From deep 3-point range. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team. All right.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
DeAndre Ayton is so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Knocks it down from distance. Morant's got 13 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. From deep, Johnson. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. The 3 from Bain. Nails it from 3. Bain's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Here's Morant. The Suns getting their last shot to go.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Outside Booker. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Brooks outside. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Morant. He's got 13.
And then Morant with the jam. Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Morant against Paul. Down low. Here's Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 7 assists in the game.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Now here's Morant. He's got 15. Morant with the slam.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Outside Booker from behind the arc. Sinks the tray. Booker's got 13 now.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And the basket by Bane.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
From deep, Johnson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Booker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
From deep, Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right side, Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Ball against Morant. And stolen by Bane. There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
The Grizzlies, 32. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 3 spot. Now here's Jones. Pass to Aldama. It's stolen by Saric. Here's Lee. Back to Shamet. Here's Lee. Here's Landale. Tries again. They shoot again. On the wing, Crowder. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. And here's Clark. He got a piece of it. Here's Shamet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Saric. Back to Shamet. Here's Lee. Here's Landale. Lee on the wing. Goes back up. And off the front iron. And it goes. Lee's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, draw the D in. Kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Jones, the pass to Clark. They double him with Crowder. Williams on the wing. Fires from deep. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Lee. No good on the three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Williams. It's hauled in by the Suns. On the wing, Crowder, defended by Jones. Pass to Lee. Crowder with a screen. From outside the arc. Doesn't go for him. For Memphis, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. And here's Jones, covered by Crowder. Jones, the pass to Clark.
Phoenix foul. Landry Shannon. First personal foul. First team foul.
Suns on D. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And the basket by Clark.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Saric. From downtown, he buries it from 3.
Catch and shoot opportunity for Dario, and he doesn't waste it.
Jones with the ball. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Here's Williams. Misses off the left iron. For Phoenix, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Lee. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Clark, the pass to Williams. Now here's Clark. Back to Conchar. No one near him. It's hauled in by Landale.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And the Grizzlies shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Williams. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Shamet into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Crowder outside. Here's the 3. Pure from three-point range. Crowder's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Important for this offense to have a perimeter threat that's being provided for them right now by Jay Crowder.
Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. Will it go? The offensive rebound. Saric with some nice D. Floats one up. Jones with the block. And so it's the Phoenix Suns looking in total control with this 17-point advantage. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Suns lead by 20.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Outside Johnson. And the Suns get another 3.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, tough to stick with Steven Adams on that play. Great at diving into the open space after the massive screen.
Outside Johnson. And it's Bain with the rebound for Memphis. They've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Brooks against Bridges. Now here's Morant. Jackson right side. Pass to Adams. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Morant outside. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Driving inside. Outside for Booker. Morant against Paul. From deep, Johnson. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Bain. And he slams it in one-handed.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Paul. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. And the Suns lead by 16.
He is a master craftsman. He gets inside and carves out space at the mid-range. CP3 with another deuce.
Outside Morant. And there's the out of the way. Wow.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Outside Johnson. Paul against Morant. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Paul. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Paul against Morant. And he drives. Oh,
over the top.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Booker can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. And the dunk by Jackson.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little. And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Suns.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the 2 benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Chris Paul.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
3-pointer, Bridges. 18 feet out. Paul can't get it to go.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. 12 seconds left in the game. A shot from the mid-range. Bain, no good. Outside Johnson. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they have